Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am answering a question that nobody but me has asked, and that is, can you bullet journal for $1? So I went to the dollar store the other day. I think Dollar Tree is kind of my kryptonite. I can't help myself. I need to go to the dollar store all the time. I just thought to myself, I love bullet journaling, I love stationery, and I also love the dollar store. So I went in and bought a few things. I was really looking for a dot grid notebook for bullet journaling. If you follow my channel or any other bullet journaling channels, you know that most people use bullet journals that are dot grid notebooks, but really you can bullet journal in any notebook, any size. I've had teeny weeny ones, I've had lined notebooks. I started using lined notebooks, or you can use grid notebooks, but people prefer a dot grid because you can draw pretty much anything you want. So anyway, I went to the dollar store, I bought some stuff, and I want to show it to you. So here is my little haul, and I'm going to show you all these things one by one. So one of the things that they have at the dollar store is these little planners, and I really like that they're covered in plastic. It kind of reminds me of Hobonichi. Obviously this is nowhere near the quality of a Hobonichi, but this is what you get inside. It is a bigger than A5, and you have your monthly layouts in this book. And then at the end of your monthly layouts, these pages, which are basically tiny monthly calendars. And I thought this would be kind of cool if you could cut these out and paste them into your notebook. For some reason, instead of putting regular note pages in here, they put this phone book pages, and I'm just like, why? Who uses this? And also postal abbreviations, things that nobody really needs. And then you have some note pages. This could be a good little addition to your bullet journaling if you just need a planner. I got another version of it as well, which is one of these smaller ones. It also has like a vinyl cover over like a cardboard notebook. And this one is pretty much the same layout, but you have a little calendar in here. And then you have your monthly layout like this, which again, you could actually just cut these out and paste them into another notebook if you don't like to write out your calendar every single month. So you have your monthly layout, and then you also have some note pages. You also have like this page, which is kind of cool. It's kind of like a future log, so you can future log in there. Then some note pages, not enough note pages. And look, a little bit of a travel expenses record. So this one is quite full. It has quite a few more pages than that bigger one. And then again, a bunch of phone number, like a little phone book at the back. Who needs this? Why did they put this in here? They could have just added note pages. But you can use these as notebook pages. So I got this just to try out and see if maybe I could use some of these things, like maybe this page, this bit, or this bit I could cut out and use in my bullet journal. But if you're looking for a little planner that you can sort of try out bullet journaling for $1, you can get this. Use this as your monthly spread, and then these as your bullet journaling pages at the back. And you can even track things in this, like it doesn't have to be travel expenses. Like you can put your date and like your habits. This could be a good habit tracker. So you've got your habits down the side here, and your days this way, or however you want to do it. Like you can white out these little labels and things. And yeah, I looked and looked and looked, and there were tons of notebooks and all sorts of them, but I chose this one. This is a Jot notebook it's got 60 pages, and for the life of me I couldn't find anything in dot grid. But again, you don't actually need a dot grid notebook to bullet journal. You just need a notebook. So this one has, the paper is, why I chose this one is because of the cover. It's nice and neutral. It's got the binding, so it's not a coil. So if you prefer a coil notebook, there were a lot of options at Dollar Tree for that. But I got this one because it had lots of pages. It's small, but it has like a better design in my opinion. And look at that, actually lays pretty flat. It's a nice little notebook, and I've actually had even smaller than this little size for a bullet journal at one point. And the pages are bright white, and we're going to do a pen test and everything like that. I want to see if I can set up a bullet journal in this little notebook. Now, you can't bullet journal without pens, so I got a couple of different options. This one I got simply because they were so pretty. So you get 3 in here for $1, and they're just so cute and pretty, but yeah, they're pretty cheap. And yeah, but if you have an Instagram or something, it's plastic, it's just falling off of it. If you have like an Instagram or something, you can have these just for props, just in the background. Like, look how nice they look, just like that. And you do get 3 of them. And you know, in a pinch, if you need a pen, you can use these. I'm sure that they are functioning. But I also got this. I prefer using friction pens. So this is the pen that I really love. It is the Pilot Friction pens. Like, I have the pen, I have the markers, I have the highlighters. I love this brand and this idea that you can have a pen, but it's erasable. So, and if you make a lot of mistakes when you're writing like I do, or if you just like to schedule things and then reschedule them a lot, this is the pen that you want. But unfortunately, they did not have any erasable pens at Dollar Tree. The other essential for bullet journaling is obviously a nice black gel pen. So we're gonna test these out today. Let's see how good these are. So you get 2 in a pack for $1. And these look to me like they are trying to be a dupe for the gel pens that everybody likes, that the name escapes me. They even have a little rubber thing at the tip. So it looks and feels pretty sturdy. Like, if you told me this was, you just gave this to me and told me it was a black gel pen from like Staples or something, I'd be like, okay. And then we can't just have black, so I ended up also getting these really cool gel pens, a set of 6 lovely neon colors. So we'll see how these function on that paper. And I also totally forgot to include this, and I also got this sketchbook, and it is a black sketchbook. It's got black paper in it. Another thing that you can do if you're looking to bullet journal but you don't want to spend too much money is to go to the dollar store and go and look at their sketchbooks. And if you can find a sketchbook about this size with blank paper, and you have like a ruler or something, you can definitely bullet journal in blank paper too. You don't need a grid or lines or anything. So, and if the whole black paper trend is also something that you're interested in, look at this. Like, you can find black sketchbooks at the dollar store, and you can use this as your black paper bullet journal. Super cool. And I'm going to be trying, and there's 50 sheets in here. I'm going to try these pens with this paper too. So first things first, let's take off this sticker and let's do a pen test. There are just tons of regular school notebooks as well. You can definitely just grab a regular school notebook and start bullet journaling. That is wonderful. It's a really good gel pen. Wow. Quite a bit of texture there and a bit of ghosting too, but no bleed through. Let's, for funsies, also try these. I actually like cheap pens like this too, because when you want to just quickly write a note, you can just grab this and not really worry about like your handwriting or anything. Just, yeah, these are perfectly fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with them. I can just say that the tip here does wobble just a little bit. Let's try another one. Yeah, it's definitely not, like, can you see that? That it's kind of like crooked? Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. So those pens are not great. But let's try these gel pens. Let's try this neon. Oh my gosh, this is so neon. The ink flow is not great. Wow, that is like on fire. I don't know if you can even tell how bright that is on camera. Wow. So it does take a little bit to get the ink flowing, but once you get it flowing, I am thoroughly impressed with the Jot brand so far. The green is not as nice. That's great. I don't think that's gonna look as nice. This looks great on the white paper and probably won't look as nice on the black paper when we test that. That's good. I like that. It's just not quite as flowing. You can see the ink. Okay, let me try again. Like, yeah, okay. So you just have to kind of work it a little bit to get the ink flowing. That's a really nice pen too. Look at that. So I would use the blue and the purple and maybe the pink on the white paper, but these three are definitely probably more suited to the black paper. So there we go, there's the pen test. I think this little bullet journal would look super cute with all of these colors. All right, let's try out the black paper really quick. As a control, let me quickly test my Uniball Signo white gel pen. So at first, you really didn't see these very well, but after they dried down, you can definitely see the orange, the yellow, and the green a bit better, but the purple, pink, and blue, just like I said, don't look great on the black paper. But check out the Uniball Signo white gel pen. That is what you want your white gels to look like. It's really unfortunate that the dollar store gel pens don't perform very well on the black paper, which is so sad because I think this combination would look so cool as a bullet journal, but unfortunately it's not. Now I think what I'll do is I'm gonna use this pen and these little pens to create a little layout for my mini bullet journal, and that's all I'm gonna use. So this cost $1, this cost $1, this cost $1 for two, and this cost $1, and then this cost $1. So $3 bullet journaling. Let's go. Alright, so that was me trying to bullet journal for $3, and I think it turned out really well. I was actually having a bit of nostalgia for my old little moleskin bullet journal that I used to have that I had for work. So this is what I ended up with. I just made a little title page for 2020. You can actually put here like on this page, it's always nice to have like a from whenever to whenever. And then the next page I realized, oh wait, there's actually, this could have been the title page. So I just wrote here, this book belongs to Sia. And then the next thing I did was the future log. Now what I noticed is that pens did smudge quite a bit. So the parts where the like a lot of ink came out, it started smudging as I was putting my hand across the paper. So if you get these pens, just remember to give them a little bit of time to dry out before you start swiping across the page. And I just made little blocks with the neon colors. I really like these pens, like they're really, really neon, and they were inspiring me. So when I went into the monthly spread, I decided to go for this kind of like 90s, more like late 80s kind of look with like all these random triangles and lines and like all the different neon colors. It was very nostalgic for my childhood. You can use like a faux brush lettering in your bullet journal. If you don't have a brush pen, you can use a normal gel pen to create this kind of look, and I think it looks really cute. You can fill it in with black, or you can fill it in with a color. It depends like what you want. You can also fill in, like, what I think it looks nice is when you fill in half with a color and then half black like this. Cute. I think it like gives it a whole different look. However, I don't think that the brush lettering and the sort of neon 80s like colors worked really well together. So the next spread, which was the weekly spread, I went full on 80s. I have my chunky block lettering and then the different random shapes. And then I also went in back with the black and added like little gashes here and there. And that just makes it look so 80s. Obviously this isn't the look for like every single week, but I just thought it would be fun. If you're like me and you're not really into weekly spreads, especially on such a small scale, like this is not enough space for a single day. So you can just carry on, make this your header and then carry on daily. So you can make it a day per page or whatever you feel like. So the paper on here I'm not too impressed with because like it does ghost a little bit, but yeah, what I am super impressed with is definitely the orange. The orange is amazing. The pink is also really good, and then the yellow. Once I got the ink flowing for the yellow, like look at that. That is like burning your retinas. That is so neon. These other colors are also okay. You can see them there. They're really good, but these three are just yes. And I really, really like this pen. Like this, I'm gonna put this in my pencil case because I was just gonna test it out and see how I liked it, but I think this is actually going in my pencil case. I really like this. This is nice. And what I also like is the hardcover for this book. So if I were to have my bullet journal, if I were to bullet journal from the dollar store, I think I would go with this kind of look. So I hope you really enjoyed that video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!